guys, your overlord has returned with yet another JJK Phantom Parade video. Today it is Friday. We actually just got Shoko's banner at like 4 a.m. today, but that is not what we are here to talk about. I've already recorded all that content. You can go check that out on the channel somewhere. But we are actually here live today. Say hey chat. And I actually just wanted to go ahead and talk about my strategy for the best ways to make sure you are farming and getting the best materials from Domain Investigation, because we are getting an update to Domain Investigation on the JP version pretty soon, which means that it is going to be on the global version probably like 2-3 weeks after we hear about it, because that's usually just how the lineup goes. But if you guys do enjoy videos like this, then you can go down below and leave a like on the video. You can also subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time I decide to glide. And you can also comment down below and let me know what you want to know. But before we even get into the Domain Investigation stuff, as a little treat for you guys, because the dead man is so generous, we're gonna do a quick little free multi-summon real quick on the Hidden Inventory Premature Death update, whatever celebration banner, the free 10 pulls we get every single day. I'm not really expecting anything too crazy from this, but if I get something crazy from this, then I mean, it's cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the summon. I'm feeling a Black Flash, maybe. Black Flash into a Saki with a Nanami, and then a into a Saki with a Nanami, and then, you know what, go ahead and just roll up a Miwa in the summon as well. Go ahead and just give me the rest of the standard banner that I'm missing, honestly. Yeah. Of course the summon looked nothing like what I just said, but we are going to go ahead and talk about Domain Investigation. Alright guys, so you can see here that on this Friday of all Fridays, when I come into my Domain Investigation, I am already inside of my Domain Investigation. That is because I literally opened Domain Investigation on Tuesdays, and then I let them sit there all the way up until Fridays so that I can just get a bunch of double drop runs. I guess you're thinking, you know, since you miss out on 3 days worth of grinding Domain Investigation, you know, like, oh, I can't miss out on those 3 days of mats. But realistically, you're not losing out on 3 days worth of mats. You're just gaining extra charges for the double drops time period. Your charges drop once a week or once a day anyway. So you are not losing extra runs just by storing your extra runs every day. Your charges max out at 3. That's why you open up the gate on Tuesday, because when you go in on Tuesday, your charges will be depleted back down to 0 after you've done them for the weekend, right? And then whenever Wednesday comes around, it goes to 1, Thursday 2, Friday 3. So then by the time you come back around from opening it on Tuesday, you're already inside of double drops because it was already open. You're going to get the double drops off of this right here, and you're going to get double drops for 3 more runs today. So that's going to be a total of 8 runs worth of stuff in just 4 runs. So that is just much more valuable than you making sure you do Domain Investigation every single day. And there's literally a mission, a daily mission for doing Domain Investigation every single day. And you may be thinking that, you know, if you want to min-max your cube experience and make sure you're getting every single precious cube you can pick up, this right here, like, this mission doesn't need to be done for you to complete the daily missions, right? I just did complete a dispatch. Okay, level up a character 1 time, which you can do at any moment. All right, consume 200 AP, consume 400 AP. Very easy to do during celebrations because they give you 300 free AP every single day. And then literally once you do 1, 2, 3, let's see, dispatch, and then log in, which literally you play the game. If you log into the game, if you play the game, you're logging in anyway. You can do those other 5 missions instead of doing the Domain Investigation mission and just save the Domain Investigation mission. This is just here to tantalize you and try to trick you into thinking that you need to go in. And all you're missing out from this aspect right here is literally just 60 Domain Investigation medals. But I mean, literally, if you come back into the Domain Investigation, we're gonna see right here that we get 40 medals per drop, right? But it's double drops. So in this one level of this run, not even the whole run, in 1/5 of one run, I'm going to pick up 80 medals guaranteed. And sometimes this drops 45 medals instead, so it doubles to 90 medals. So I'm going to be getting more than the medals you think you're missing in just one run in the first room anyway. So quite literally, you are not losing anything. You are not missing anything by saving all of your domain investigation runs for Fridays. And the real reason that I'm talking about this right now, the only reason why I am emphasizing this so much, chat, is because we are getting a new level of domain investigation. And since a new level of domain investigation is coming on to give you perspective, JP just had their 1.5 anniversary, which was all of the hidden inventory stuff that is currently on the global version of the game. So that means that right after that celebration, we're probably going to get one little buffer celebration because we haven't gotten Takamo Ino yet. So we got to get him first, right? But he'll probably be the next celebration out of the big celebration we're in right now. Then afterwards, we're probably just catching up and getting all the stuff that JP gets. So after Ino is probably going to be that man Dagon, and then probably going to be Chozo as well. And at the same time that we're getting those two characters, you know, we're probably going to end up getting this domain investigation. So it definitely is relevant right now that we talk about and go over proper etiquette for domain investigation, because I want to make sure that y'all are getting the most that you can from this possible. So what I'm going to do in my video is I am just going to jot down what the numbers are for a lot of different things in my account, like my phantom medals right now, or my domain investigation medals, my phantom medals even, and because you don't really get that many phantom medals from domain investigation. But if it does drop at all, you definitely want to wait until double drops to make sure that you're getting the most that you can, because it is a very small number anyway. Sometimes it drops 2 chaotic jujutsu crystals, which means that on double drops it actually drops 4 chaotic jujutsu crystals, or the shards to make the crystals. And then it even does actually just drop full chaotic jujutsu crystals. So sometimes it drops 2 of them instead of 1 of them. So that means that we need to just be making sure that we are maximizing how much runs we have in double time, because my double time runs are usually 5 a week. 4 on the Friday that double drops comes into play, and then 1 more on the Saturday when my extra charge reruns, and then on Sunday, unfortunately, the double drops go away, but that is when you use your actual just regular single runs of domain investigation. On Sunday, Monday, you should be using your single runs to make sure that they're not wasted, and then on Tuesday, you're going to open it back up again, and then you're just going to leave it chilling and waiting until Friday again. But that is literally just how the cycle goes. So I'm going to go into the game. I'm going to jot down a few values, let you know what they are before we get into the domain investigation runs, and then we're going to do all of our runs and talk about what we gained. All right, chat, I have gathered my findings. What the fuck? I have gathered my findings, and it looks like I have 11,291 domain investigation medals, as you can see on the screen. I have 596 phantom medals, because like I said, those do not guaranteed drop. They drop sometimes, but when they do drop, it's better to get them to drop during double drops. Everything's better during their double drops. That is the point of this video. I have 51 chaotic jujutsu shards, so that means that I can create 5 chaotic jujutsu crystals right now if I needed to, and then I have 1 actual chaotic jujutsu crystal right now. So that means that if I get any that drop directly, that I'll automatically be bumped up to 3 instead of just 1, which is good because that is the last level on a character's ultimate, or the last 3 levels on a character's regular skill. So that's very big. But we're gonna go ahead and just jump into these, and literally it is on auto battle. So it's just like, you don't even really got to pay attention to this. That's why I'm really just trying to emphasize to you, it is so easy to get one of the most important grinds of your account's life cycle every single day. You don't even have to do it yourself. You have to do it the first time to beat it, and afterwards it's just auto battle every single time. But I'm going to go ahead and auto battle these 4 runs all the way through, and honestly, after I auto battle this first run, I'll come in and show y'all that I still have 3 charges left, because I opened this up on Tuesday, and then we'll continue with our runs. Alright guys, so we're here at me finishing the domain investigation right here, and we'll actually see that one of the rewards we picked up, we actually did get some of the phantom medals, but the phantom medals, they literally only dropped 3, so it doubled them up to 6. But like, you can see what I mean by like the phantom medals that you get are very small here. So if you're getting them, you want to make sure that you're at least getting them during double drops, because it'll make it a little bit more impactful for your account, right? But we're gonna go ahead and go back to the main screen here. You can see I still do have 3 more chances, because I do, like I said, open it up on Tuesday and then let it load all the way up to Friday. But now I'm going to go ahead and just let the rest of these runs finish, and then I will just give you guys the difference in number of my resources before versus after I did all of these runs. Alright chat, we have finally finished all of our runs of domain investigation, and I'm going to go and check on all of the values for all of the materials that I taken down and, you know, got track of. It was the chaotic jujutsu crystals, the chaotic jujutsu crystal shards, the phantom metals, and then the domain investigation metals. So let's go ahead and go over and look. Alright chat, so I've looked over everything. I literally only got 2,000 domain investigation medals, and granted this is for only 4 runs today, or 8 runs, 4 double drop runs today, but I got 2,000 more domain investigation medals. I only got 30 more phantom medals. I had 51 of these before I started, right? Yeah, so I got 12 more of these chaotic jujutsu, fragment of chaotic jujutsu crystal, and then I didn't get any actual chaotic jujutsu crystals to drop themselves. But that just either furthers my point. Whether I got a bunch of materials or I got a little bit of materials, that just furthers my point even more so, because if I got a bunch of materials, that just proves that I'm right. I got a bunch of materials because double drops really does work. And if I got only a little bit of materials, that means I'm right, because if the materials that you get are only a little bit even on double drops, you should definitely just be saving for double drops anyway, because it literally costs you nothing extra to save for double drops. And also, I just want to say again, that new domain investigation game mode is coming out, and it looks, I mean, it's gonna be better rewards than the one we have right now. This is the highest difficulty of the one that I just did, and that's the rewards I got for just 4 runs back to back. The next one should be a lot better, because I got in the first 2 runs I didn't get any shards, but in the next 2 runs I got the shards, right? In the one run I did, I got 8 shards altogether, so it dropped 2 shards 2 times and they doubled to 8 altogether. Hope that's not confusing you. And then the last run I did, it gave me 1 drop of 2 shards, which doubled to 4 shards. So I got 12 altogether from that run. But how many is it gonna drop in the new event? I don't know. Maybe like a regular run drops you like 6. So instead of getting, or maybe it drops you 5. So whenever you're on, or not 5, I'm sorry, because it usually drops at 4 or at 2. So say usually it drops at 2 and now it drops at 3 instead. Even 1 more extra chaotic jujutsu crystal than the ones that you're already getting from the regular domain investigation before it are good, right? But getting 6 as opposed to 4 is even better. But nonetheless, this is not stacking one domain investigation versus another domain investigation. Obviously the highest level you can do is the best one for you to do. But what I'm saying is that there is a very clear way to run these to maximize the really good rewards that we get from this game mode, and to please just be a little bit wiser and make sure that we are doing it. So remember proper domain investigation etiquette. Click domain investigation on Tuesday. Click on very hard on Tuesday. Enter the very hard domain investigation on Tuesday. Complete your very hard domain investigation on Friday. Then spam your other 3 runs on Friday. Think about the fact that you just got 8 runs worth of materials in like 10 minutes, because you can auto battle this on Friday. Laugh at your enemies because they're still mortal and they still farm domain investigation every single day of the week instead of waiting for the strat that Deadman gave you on Friday. But that's going to be it for the video. If you did enjoy the video, you can go down below, you can hit the like, you can hit the subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time the Deadman decides to glide. And you can also comment down below and let me know what else you want to know, what else you want to see. But that's going to be me. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, or I guess I kind of did, I don't know. But that's going to be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE signing out. Remember, the Deadman does love you and wish the best for you, but that's going to be it for your boy. Peace.